Hey, welcome. It's Dawn with For Grace Creations, and we are at our very first prompt, and it is by Anna for the month of February, and it's inspired by art. So we're going to need our journal. This is my journal I'm working in, and remember my theme was, for the journal, was kind of the bed and breakfast, for dreams. But we need to create a page for this journal challenge for February, which Anna did a great job. What a wonderful prompt, inspired by art. So I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking I'm going to do this full spread. And do you see what I made with my jelly plate? It's a sunset. So a day of play, lots of hours of play with the jelly plate and different things. And when this came up, I thought, yep, this is the sunrise, not sunset, that I see out my back window every once in a while. Of course, the colors change, but I want to create a window for this. I want to make it like you're at my bed and breakfast and you're in one of the rooms and it's got a big, huge window and you can look out and see the sunrise in the morning with your coffee or your tea or whatever you're doing. So I grabbed a piece of trash here and we're just going to make it into a window with my little painting of sunrise. So inspired by art. So I actually, a few days before Anna announced February's prompt, I was sitting out on my back porch watching the sunrise with a cup of coffee in my hands. And it was just gorgeous. And as I beheld the beautiful colors in the sky, I had two thoughts. The first one was, God is an amazing artist. He is so inspiring. So when Anna came up with this prompt, I knew immediately that I was going to do a sunrise because I was so inspired. And actually, it's like, oh, wow, the Lord is a master painter, Let's read some of the Webster's Dictionary definitions of inspire in art. Okay, so inspire. The first one, fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something, especially something creative. And number two is breathe in air. And then art, the expression of creative skill and imagination, producing something to be appreciated just for the beauty of it. The next definition of art is the various branches of creativity: pottery, dance, painting, music, literature, like poems. Keep that in the back of your mind there. Or a skill or talent at doing a specific thing. So the sunrise was my inspiration of art. And, art, since it's such a wide variety, and everybody sees something and it may inspire them or not. Basically what I'm getting at, you probably already know. What inspires you may not be what inspires me, right? What you think is art may not be what I think is art. I may hear some beautiful piano music and I think, oh, that is a beautiful music. And you might think that is art, So anyway, now that we've gone over those definitions, the second thing that I thought of after having my coffee, watching that sunrise, is that awake, O sleeper, arise, and Christ will shine on you. It's Ephesians 5:14. And, I was drinking my coffee and just barely awake. So the God is an artist, and then awake, O sleeper. It's funny just because to me it just fits together. The sunrise, and then Ephesians 5:14, the Christ will shine on you. So the other thing is, Awake Sleeper is the name of a women's Bible study that I've done millions of times that I love. And a sweet friend wrote it. Sherry Wagner is the creator of New Thing, and it's a nonprofit ministry that's purpose is to encourage, equip, and empower women with the Word of God so we can grow in faith together. And Awake Sleeper happens to be one of her Bible studies. She's done quite a few. I'll go ahead and leave a link to it in the description, as well as newthing.org. You can get the Awake Sleeper study on Amazon, but I'll leave links in the description box. But it was funny because, I've been excited for not a cup of coffee, always a cup of coffee, a coffee cup. So Sherry, the author of this Awake Sleeper, sent me a coffee cup with the logo of this Bible study on it. And it actually came the very day before Anna announced our February prompt. And if you look at the cover of the study and you look at the coffee cup, both of them remind me of a sunrise. It's just so funny. But I wanted to tell you, one of the art things is like poems. So Ephesians 2:10 says that we are God's masterpiece, his work of art. He is an artist. So the Greek word for work of art is poema, where we, in the English, get our word poem. We are works of art. And it's funny because in that Awake Sleeper study, actually, Sherry goes over our identity. It's not the typical things we think it is. And one of the things that we are is works of art. So on those days where you might feel worthless, unloved, lonely, know this. Ephesians 2:10, you are a beautiful masterpiece, like that sunrise that's so gorgeous in the morning, or the sunset for that matter. I just wanted to remind you of those things. So I'm kind of with this sunrise jelly print, I'm struggling because I loved it the way it was. I don't know if you look down, can you see that circle? It's almost like a shadow or a bright light in a circle. And at the end of this video, I'll show you the front cover of Awake Sleeper. It actually has a circle that's orange. And it's funny that this jelly print turned out that way. I didn't mean for it to. So I used some blues and reds at first, and it played around a lot before it dawned on me, add some orange, and it just wasn't coming out right. And so then I thought, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. Why not? Let's see. This is my last shot. I'm only going to do one more. And this is the print that came out. And when I saw it, I knew instantly that's the one I was going to use. So it's sad to have to cover it up with anything, but I'm going to, because I want to make this window, right? So that you can see the sunrise and think of being inspired by even people. We're works of art. Have you ever noticed that people can be inspiring? I can name at least off the top of my head 3 or 4 people that are inspiring. And you might giggle, but one of them, she is someone who is a curly hair specialist. She paints curls, or, most people would say she colors hair. She cuts curls, wavies, but she specializes in curls and waves of all different hair patterns, but she is inspiring. Her name is Atoya, and we moved about 4.5, 5 hours away from her, and I will still once a year drive all that way to go see her to have my hair cut. It's my excuse to hug her. She's just this inspiring, sweet soul. And I think we have to make sure we take time to tell people when they inspire us. You know what I mean? And like Sherry Wagner, the author of these Bible studies, she is inspiring. So it's not just things we look at, like pictures, sunrises, maybe Van Gogh or something like that. It's not just what they create, but it's the artists themselves as well. Just my thought. What are your thoughts? Do you have anybody who you can say is inspiring? Let me know in the comments. Here is that coffee cup I was telling you that she sent me. But thanks for being here. I just am amazed at how all of this kind of came together in my mind just a day or two before Anna announced our very first prompt for the hashtag Scrappy8 challenge. I really was amazed, and I just instantly knew what I was going to do. But thank you for being here. And if you are participating in this challenge, make sure to use that hashtag Scrappy8 challenge so we can all see what you make. And, you know, if you tag me directly at For Grace Creations, then we can make sure I do not miss your work of art. And also, don't forget to let us know what it is that inspired you to create what you create for this prompt. All right, so we shall see you on March 1st with a new prompt. Thanks for being here, guys.